Hello, all you Splinterlanders out there. My name is Damour, and this is the YGG SPL Weekend Challenge. I am joined by my wonderful co host, the legendary Mr. Legacy himself. What is
You
up, sir?
what's
Ooh,
big hit. My light
big.
is about to die though.
All right. Well, we are live with our tournament. It has officially started, and we have 52 people checked in. Let's have a look at our qualifier round. It is big, it is bold, and there are many people fighting to get into this tournament. Some names we recognize: Shira right up top, Tarab from the Brawlers, Uberhessen, SP Jin, Nitro Age Fan, Luis, Ivarno, Nana, Neophyte, Odo
La
Acer,
la.
Sakuraba. Some names we recognize, definitely. Some new names in the mix as well, which is great. That means new people are finding us and signing up. I wish everybody good luck. And Bobcar in the mix from the Dragoons. Let's go, Bobcar. Nice, man. Dishonesty, Queen Sylvia, one of our previous winners. The legend, Fire Fist, Tim Hendricks, Lord of Fire from the Goat Gang.
How are you gonna skip over Taco Cat, the best name probably on the
Taco
list?
Cat with no guild. That's why I missed him. You see, you gotta be in a guild, buddy. If you don't have a guild, and if you're looking for one, come and join us. Join the Discord server. Plenty of spots available in YGG.
Plenty of spots available.
Same for
Just
you,
contact me
Ivarno.
first. just make sure you contact me first. There are plenty of spots available.
Well, look, I am biased. I do recruit for the Dragons. I do recruit for the Dragoons. But yeah, there are a ton of guilds in YGG, guys. There are spaces for every type of player out there. Feel free to join our Discord and, get on board. Boomburst, nice to see you in the crowd. Tarab, what's up, sir? I haven't seen you in a while, but it's nice to see you again. Dishonesty.
Twitch
Hello,
stream not
hello.
working?
Is the stream what?
That's what Max says. Is Twitch stream working? Is Twitch up?
Twitch, I think it is up. I do see some chats from Twitch. I'm not sure if it's the Hunters or the YGG one, but both are running. We're streaming to 6 different platforms, right? Or 6 different channels.
Whoa! Let's calm down.
Let's go. Yeah, well, the more the merrier, like I say.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's a solid one because your name goes good with it. Like, you couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Well, actually, I can't take credit for it. It was one of my audience members that came up with it, right? But I've definitely held on to it, and I think it is a great, line to say as you're going out. What do you call it? A sign off line. Bakura says, everything running good. Sound is clear. Video is up. Chat is burning hot today. Welcome, everybody. I love it when I see the chat going and being interactive. How is everybody doing in the Splinterverse? What is on your mind? Lordo in the chat as well. YGG SPL. Yes, that's us.
It's a secret. I was about to say, you're going to be waiting for a while if you were on a response from me, bro. Nothing's going on up here. We're just chilling.
We're just chilling right now. Okay. I accept that. No stress, no pressure. What is so top secret, Boomburst? What's on your mind? You don't want to share? Okay, okay. Well, you can keep it to yourself. I made it to Silver 1, says Bob Carr. Well, congratulations, sir. I am extremely happy for you. If you don't know about Bob Carr Legacy, he's a new player that started, I do believe, about 1 or 2 months ago. So he hasn't been around in the Splinterverse for a long time. At first, he struggled to get out of Novice, but eventually giving up and renting a cron just to get through,
Yeah.
to get through the bot armies. He made his way to Silver, and now he's already. He started in July. There we go. So actually, it's been a little bit more than 2 months. So July, August, September, October. We're already on the 4-month mark. Nice. And he's officially made it in Silver 1. That is
that's not bad, bro.
damn good, bro. That is pretty.
Yeah, how you liking
good.
the game? Is it fun for you? Oh, well, he can't respond.
He can,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm sure he will. He's probably just typing something up right now. Be Secure says, what about the new proposal? So there's a couple of new proposals coming about on the way. There's one that went live today, I believe, and that's for the Brawl SPS rewards, right? And for me, that's a go. I've already voted yes. All the way. I want my SPS for Brawls, baby. Give it to me right now. What is your feeling on it, Bakura? And Bob Carr says, yeah, I love this game. That's awesome news. I'm really happy that you are. I wish we had more new players that said that.
Yeah.
But I also understand that we don't. There is a couple of shortcomings, which I have voiced before. I'm not really going to dig into that again. I think I've made my opinion known.
He's basically a fudster.
I'm a fudster. Well, yeah, I suppose you could call it FUD. I'm not really trying to badmouth the game. I just want the dev team to become aware of the fact that they do need to pay attention to the new player experience. And they cannot keep putting it off without hurting our community.
Yeah, because how many people take a second look at a game? I mean,
that's the thing, right? So I'm speaking from my own experience, right? I've introduced a couple of new players to the game, which have turned around and said, no, this is not for me. I don't like it. Cheers. And, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign.
I got someone to transfer over $500 to Hive, made an account with him for like hours because it wasn't working. It was just messed up. We finally got an account going, and he got the 500 in, and then he had to go do something, and then he's like, yeah, I looked it over, bro, and he's like, I'm not really feeling it anymore, and then took the 500 off, and then that was it. That's it. And it took me months to even get him to try
convince him just to try it out.
Yeah, and to even get the money over.
And that's the issue, right? New players don't really have an easy experience coming on board.
Well, it wasn't that. Well, I mean that too, but he was like the gameplay is just not there, bro. He's like, I'd rather put the money into something that like I would like that has more gameplay. And I was like, yeah, that's fair, because there is stuff out there with that's playable, and you know what I mean.
Well, look, I mean, trading card games is not for everyone, right? But when you compare this to other trading card games, the gameplay is there for trading card game type play. If you're looking for something else, though, yeah, this is not the game for you right now. Maybe in the future there may be some other things, like land or role playing type things, or boss fights, or things like that. But that's still a ways off.
A ways away, but. I'm excited for spells. Like, I'd like to throw some shit in there in between like rounds and shit. Like, that's gonna be fun.
So we made it through our qualifier round. Our first round has kicked off. Max Maka in the mix, Silent Riot, Jenna, Junior Smith, or J.R. Smith, not sure how to say that. Nashliana, Samji, Miguel, Firefist, Baby Wipes. Oh, let's go. That looks like a Japanese guild. Interesting. Maybe some Japanese players coming into the mix. That's pretty awesome. There are some really strong Japanese players out there. I wonder if he's one of UA's trainees.
Did you see that tournament that they put together?
There's a tournament going up versus Indonesian players versus the Japanese players. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Yep. I do believe it's the second of that nature, right? There was one before that, the Filipinos versus the Japanese people.
Who won that?
I'm not sure. I wasn't really following it. I just heard about it secondhand, right? So I didn't really watch it directly. Would be interesting to find out, I suppose.
Yeah, that'll be cool, man. Get some like national games going. Like pick some teams and do like a tournament, like a brackets and stuff.
Yeah, for me, Splinterlands, the Splinterlands or Splinterfest event should be like the World Cup of Splinterlands, right? So in order to qualify for participation at the World Cup, there needs to be regional tournaments.
Yeah,
so top 4 can be chosen for each region, and then those top 4s from each region get to compete at the World Cup. That's my dream for what I envisioned Splinterfest would be. It isn't there. Maybe we'll get there in the future at some stage or other. Let's catch up on some chat, right? So Web Scratch says the Brawl SPS, definitely a yes for me. The Chaos Burning, I'm not 100% on, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not convinced on that one either. There's a fairly interesting debate coming up soon, I do believe, between Tales of the Cryptmancer and Rogue Patton, which are both YGG members, but they're going to do a live show debate to discuss this topic specifically. So keep a lookout for that, guys, on some of our channels. I'm not sure exactly who's going to be streaming it, whether it's going to be Tales, whether it's going to be Jim Morgan, or whether it's going to be Rogue. So just keep an eye out. I'm sure you'll be able to see it somewhere. Second round has started, Boomburst. You're right. Bob Carr says there is a lot of struggles, but I'm just working on my own things to get my way up there. That's awesome, Bob. And, you know, like I've said before, feel free to reach out, right? I am happy to help you personally in DMs or on a call. You know, just give me a shout. I'm happy to assist. Dishonesty says, I'm also in between with the Chaos Legion burning. If I had more time, I think I would be able to max my Chaos Legion deck. I would have done it, but they kept sucking my money into different stuff. And that's the thing, right? They're releasing stuff at such a pace that the older stuff are going onto the back burners and people are no longer purchasing it because there are newer, shinier stuff coming along, right? Rooney, Rift Watchers, Tower Defense packs, GLX packs, right? It's like a never-ending list or stream of things incoming all the time.
Yeah, I'd like to see some new marketing, bro. Like, I want to see, I mean, like, let's see some marketing, bro. Let's see let's see a billboard somewhere, you know?
Sure, and they have done it in specific places. You know, I happened to look in the Thai chat in Splinterlands the other day, and I saw a comment in there asking one of the Splinterlands team members asking the Thai audience if they saw the billboard up at this and this place, right? So it is being done somewhere. It's not being done everywhere, though.
Yeah.
Maybe they've had not so much success in the ones that they did do, and they've pulled back on that.
I mean, say, you know what's coming up soon? The Christmas basketball games, right? So They could just get a commercial, bro.
Sure, sure. America love their big sports events, and that's usually a place to get in front of a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
My question, though, is are the type of people that are watching American football or basketball, are they the type of people who want to be playing a trading card game?
Yeah, that's fair. But like, I mean, were the Imagine Dragons people the type of people that play trading card games either too? Like, how many people go to a concert and get all wasted and shit and see some shit? Oh, like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. No, bro, you're not gonna remember a damn thing anyway. You know,
I hear you. I hear you. I
like,
mean, somebody might be sitting, not really watching the football, but they see the ad, and then we get exposure. Like, look, advertising, or there is no such thing as bad advertising. Um,
yeah,
so
that's fair. Hey,
you know,
Max Maka has a point, bro. He's got a point. He's got a fair point.
so let's catch up to his first comments. He said, exactly, this game outside of the economical stuff is not so great. And I hear you, Max. They've chosen to get the foundation, which is the economical stuff. Our economy is extremely important, right? Look at games who didn't do that. Axie Infinity. And I know I keep hammering on this one, but it is a game that is very similar in nature to us, that did many things wrong. They did not focus on the economy first, and they screwed up royally, right? But at some stage, you do need to start focusing on the other things. You cannot keep focusing on the economy stuff. Gameplay should be higher on that list right now, in my opinion. We've done a lot of economy stuff. Let's put that on the back burner for a little bit, and let's focus on the gameplay aspects, on the new
Yeah.
player experience aspects.
Because, I mean, listen, it all boils down to the economy is, right, they have product, and if people want to buy it, it'll be fine. So the gameplay needs to be good because that's the only way people are going to buy the product,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it right now is just people buying it for monetary reasons. Like, how many people actually play without throwing on their Archmage bot or doing this or their what what I mean, or what, like how many people act, because like when I think of video games, right, I think like my brother be playing video games for like 13-14 hours a day, like that's all he does, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like nobody does that. Maybe Darkest Night, which more power to him, you know what I mean? Like maybe Darkest Night be playing, probably like the most out of everybody, which
Okay.
but like, what I
I,
mean? Like I don't feel like anybody like yeah, bro, I'm gonna go play Splinterlands for a couple hours. Like I don't think that's a thing. Like that's
well,
not a large population of the people. Just play, let me get my chests, and then let me put in my battles for my tournament, let me do my guild brawls, and then I'm done.
I
It's
can give
not
you
like,
my perspective. I play 3 to 4 hours every day of
oh, you
Splinterlands.
do?
And it's unranked. It is tournaments. But about 3 or 4 hours of every day is spent on Splinterlands. But that's just me personally, right? And perhaps I'm exaggerating the numbers. Perhaps it feels like 3 hours. Perhaps it's a shorter time frame. I haven't really timed it specifically because I do like 10 to 30 minutes here, and then I do a 30 minutes later. It's not all in one chunk of time. It is spread out throughout the day as I get time to do stuff, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Um, I think it's about 3 to 4 hours a day. That's the feeling I get. I do return to it a couple of times. It's not just once or twice a day for 30 minutes. Let's catch up on some chat. We're a little bit behind. Max Maka says, I do like it, but it's much deeper than what it looks at first glance. Yes, the layers to this game is really deep and complex, and I think that's a good thing, right? And I think it's going to get more complex the more time goes by. Boomber says the Japanese won the Filipino contest. Interesting. Max Maka, but even for me, I said pass for it first. I'm so regretting it in January 21, and I'm a hardcore card player. Okay. So you passed up on Splinterlands when you first encountered it? Interesting. Okay. I made it through round 2. Nice, Web Scratch. Congratulations. I think too many things are being released all at once, to be honest. I want to see what we already have improved first. I agree. I think the pace is a little bit too fast. They had that Imagine Dragons collab, right? And it's still not the right audience, I think. Yeah, there was something with Imagine Dragons. I'm not really aware of it. I wasn't. I don't think I was around at that time.
No, I think. Maybe, I don't know.
Or perhaps I just missed it entirely. Perhaps I wasn't paying attention.
They had like a trailer for like their shows that they did, like to put on before their shows, and I'm guessing they probably had like a little advertisement on the ticket stubs or some shit. But like, that's like, I mean, they went from Imagine Dragons to Waka. I mean, I don't know which one was worse. Like, which one was less of an audience? Like, let's be honest. Like,
Waka was a complete waste of time. Honestly, that guy, I don't even know who he is. Firstly, I don't know who he is. I've never.
He's a rapper. He's a rapper.
And secondly, I've not seen him do anything in Splinterlands itself. Right? He's not a player.
He tweeted out like once or twice, and that was it.
So that for me is a complete waste. How much did they pay him to do that? 1 or 2 tweets? Are you serious? And how much did he get for that?
He got a third of. So I'm pretty sure he got a third of whatever they did.
Like no. In fact, I would like to say some really strong F-bombs right now about this
I think
guy.
he got a third. I'd assume he got a third.
I'm pissed off.
What it was.
I'm really pissed off. I don't think that's cool. Don't do that again, please. If you're gonna find somebody that is like a famous person, right? Get somebody like Alistrasa, somebody who
that's the best right? one we've had so far, right? Now it's probably the cheapest one. Best one we've had so far, and probably the cheapest one. I hope it was the cheapest one.
I could imagine a dragon type card, a dragon summoner for Alistrasa. I mean, because she loves dragons, right? So, what better way to get her into the game by making a summoner card after her, right?
That is a good idea.
That would have been.
It seems like she fell back a little bit though, because I checked the videos the other day and scrolled down, and all I could find was Hearthstone.
She is still focusing a lot on Hearthstone. I do believe she releases 1 a week on Splinterlands. She's not really hard focusing on Splinterlands just yet. Who knows? Let's see what the future brings. I'm not sure exactly, to be honest with you. Max Maka says, the game looks exactly the same as I started in July. No new things, no new rule sets, no gameplay upgrades, no funny stuff like achievements, season passes, new type of tournaments, nothing. Only changes are a stupid reward system reconstruction multiple times, and it still sucks. All right, so most of those are true. I do believe that there are new tournaments. The first new type of tournament launched yesterday for the first time. The Ghost tournaments went live. I didn't realize that that's what it was.
You got a KYC though.
You got a KYC. You got a KYC to get into the Ghost card tournaments. I will definitely be making sure. I've tried twice and I failed twice to KYC. I don't know. They don't like my picture. They don't like my boldness or something. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but I was denied twice in a row.
Yeah, bro, I did. I remember like way back when I first started Splinterlands, I tried to KYC and it said no go, and I was like, well, that's me. So I just never did it again.
Okay. Rob says TD could be a wild card for bringing in new blood. Certainly. Right, so TD will be an entirely different type of gameplay.
And they need the cards for the towers.
And you do need the cards, right? So there is a connection to our game with TD, right? So in that way, yes, adjacent. I think that is new blood that potentially could come into our economy.
But I feel like Max got a point though, bro. Like I feel like it's not too hard to add some sort of like achievements, right? Or maybe like another playlist besides the ranked one, where it's like best 3 out of 5 against a single opponent, right? And then you get if you win those matches like against that opponent, you get a point towards the leaderboard or something, and then you just keep getting points and points and points, and then at the end they'll give out prizes or some shit. Let's put that next to ranked, because when I click ranked, it feels like I'm playing like a social playlist from Halo, you know? You see what I'm saying? Like it's like, what am I doing? Like I'm clicking, it's so bad. I mean, not like like if it was just people, it would
For
be
rank, I
so
enjoy
much
the
better.
chest farming, right? That's why I play ranked. I play ranked to get
But
my
that can't be
daily
it though.
chests every
Like
day.
that can't be. Like I mean, I
And
understand, but like
that,
that can't be what the game's about. Like the game has to be for funsies, you know?
sure, for me, that's fun. Farming chests is fun. I enjoy it. Honestly,
Yeah,
I really do.
no, I get it. I get it. But like,
Um,
take the rewards out of the game. The game has to be there, or it's gonna
but I hear
eventually
you. You know,
die.
there should be something else done in leaderboards. The leaderboards right now really suck. There isn't. I don't feel. I don't feel I have a chance on the leaderboard. I've tried. The
Right.
closest I've gotten to the leaderboard was top 100, right, in Gold League, and you know I got hammered and hammered and hammered, and it's by people with bigger decks than me. So a way to solve that is through ghost cards and through some type of tournament that determines leaderboard placement,
Yeah.
right? We've discussed this before. I don't know if people want me to talk about it again, but just briefly, for example, let's take 10% of the league. So 10% of Gold League players, they get entered into a tournament, and the people in that tournament, they get a ticket into the tournament, and everybody has ghost cards of the modern. If you're in the modern league, you play with ghost cards from modern league. If you're in the wild league, you play with ghost cards for the wild league. So in other words, you've got every card available to you. Everybody's on an equal footing, and everybody competes at the same level, right? And that way, skill will determine who gets number 1, who gets number 30 or number 50 or whatever the case may be, and in that way pay out those earnings. I think that would bring a whole other level of play and excitement to the leaderboard.
Yeah, for sure.
Bobcar and Boomburst going at it. Great job, guys. I do believe Boomburst won that competition, but nice job taking a win there, Bobcar.
Yeah, don't worry about that Bobcar, bro. He cheats. He's got like some sort of thing that it shows you his opponent's cards before they play him. He's a big cheater.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah,
you sure?
big cheater. Don't play ice, bro.
Don't play ice?
He's a big cheater.
Oh, okay. All right. Some strong words coming out there from your fellow guildmate.
I'm just kidding.
Web scratches. How do you play so much? ECR is so restrictive. So I'm very loose on my ECR. I sometimes burn a little bit more. I play down to 60% sometimes. Sometimes a little bit less. Sometimes a little bit more. I try and get about 10 chests on average every day. That's what I aim for on a daily basis. Sometimes I get there quicker. Sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to get there, Web Scratch.
Let me ask you a question, Demore.
Yeah.
Right. So, what happens? So, say like, all the SPS is given out in the white paper eventually and shit, and there's no like incentives for, because like right now you buy TD packs, you get SPS dropped and shit, right? You buy
We're top 8 already. Have we talked so much? Sorry about that.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, well, yeah, so say like we run out of like eventually run out of SPS to give out, right? And there's no rewards for like buying these new products and packs and holding shit. Then people are only gonna buy this stuff because of the gameplay. You see what I'm saying? So like the gameplay's gotta come.
Yeah, they cannot keep putting it off. 100%. It needs to become more of a priority. And in my opinion, right now, let's not keep putting it off, right? Let's start focusing on that, guys. And the more people who speak up about that, I think the quicker the dev team is going to become aware and start,
You know
doing
what
something.
they could do, bro, to keep us all happy? They could just add a chat feature in game, and then everybody would just be, chatting in game instead of
Sure.
talking shit about them.
And that can go one or two ways, right? So let's think about a League of Legends chat. Was that a pleasant experience for players being flamed and roasted in chat?
I don't give a shit, bro. Grow a set of nuts, dude.
Grow
Like,
a
come
set of
on.
nuts. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. But I do also see the other side, right? Communication is a valuable tool, right? And if used right, it can make a lot of difference in game. Max Maka says, I recently put a bot for 2 of my accounts. I was bored with that rank play. I reached diamond with silver level deck. It's so bad. Yeah, I can imagine that. I think that'll be a very difficult experience. Not a fun experience at all. Tarab, don't feel the strain. Feel the victory fire burning inside you. Let's go. Let's go. Lorno says, let's go Tarab. Okay, all right. Support for the man. Support for the man. Chests are garbage, says Max Maka. Okay, wow. Strong.
Whoa, calm down, Max.
Not my experience. Not my experience. I look, there are pretty shitty chests sometimes, but there are also great chests sometimes. On average, my earnings are good, right? Overall, if I take my months added up, I'm doing well. I'm earning between $50 and $130 a month, right? So I'm happy. I'm really happy. But I am playing in gold. I'm not playing in silver like you, Max Maka. Laura says, I don't get it. I hear people complain about no updates and stuff, but are they living under a rock? I saw the ranked modern split, new promos, Splinterfest, Roonies, TD, Rift Watchers, nodes, tournaments, etc. I think people just want to complain, to be honest.
And stop complaining.
There are lots of updates, Lordo. I hear you, and I am in agreement. But TD, it's another game. Nodes outside of the game. Roonies, yes, that's going to be game stuff, right? Very happy with Rooney. Splinterfest, kind of a letdown for me overall. I'm happy that it was a success or a small success. I felt excluded from that perspective. Tournaments, yes, there has been updates on tournaments. Ghost tournaments is definitely a thing, and I think that's great. That is the first real game.
As long as they make them frequent. If they're doing like a monthly thing, that's just a
it's got to be weekly, and it's got to be for all leagues, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a no-go.
If they do it just monthly, bro, that's just like a marketing tool to get new people in to try it out, and that's just ridiculous.
That's a waste. But we'll have to see. I'm not sure how frequent they're gonna be.
I feel like it's funny though, because they'd be like, never mind, I lost it.
Okay, let me catch up on chat because we still haven't caught up. We've got like a string of chats here that we need to get through. So Max Maka says to you, Lordo, all of this is like nothing new for gameplay outside of Modern Wild Split. Yeah, the Modern Wild Split definitely was gameplay related.
Yeah.
Ghost card tournaments also gameplay related though, Max Maka. Don't forget that one. Still, in Brawl, there are no modern format, and that is pathetic. Something they can do, right? So challenges needs to get a modern format added, and brawls need to have a little bit of a better modern format. So there is something they're pretending to be modern, like through the Untamed, Dice, and Chaos
Yeah.
Legion Rift Watcher section. But I don't get to play my reward cards. Why the hell not? Why can't I play my reward cards? Why are they excluded? I don't understand
Yeah,
it.
it is.
You
It
know,
is disappointing.
so, and that's because they don't have a modern thing. They don't officially have a modern way to break up reward cards. That's why it's not there. So yes, it does need to be officially added to Brawls. I agree. In the new set, it is just fuel for card game. I don't treat this as a developed game, I think is what you're saying. And yes, that probably could be said, right? It is not a complete game yet. They do have gameplay, which is a lot more than many of the Web3 stuff out there, right? But it is not complete yet. You're right, Max Maka. It is still under development. Web Scratches, I've just seen in the Discord that there is new rule sets coming. They are. They were talked about at Splinterfest. I do believe it's 4 new rule sets that are coming. I'm not sure how soon they will be coming, but they are on the way. Looks like the Reflect Shield and Return Fire are coming as rule sets. Okay.
Thorns too.
There was a Thorns one that I heard about. It could be, yeah, so Return Fire, Reflect Shield, and Thorns, something like that, giving everybody those special abilities, right? Which should be interesting, I think. A little bit of a different spin on matches. Thorns being, against melee guys, the Return Fire being against ranged guys, stuff like that. Pretty awesome. Tarab with a GG, Dishonesty. Next time, chaps, next time. Ooh, Tarab was knocked out, it seems. All right, so let's have a look at our top 8 here. We've got Never Melt Ice and Max Maka, KDO, Nab, Junior Smith, Silent Riot, SP Jin, and Nashaliana. Nashaliana? Ooh, I don't know how to say that. Very complicated. We're already in our semifinals. Actually, we're talking so much. We're not even looking at our tournament. All right, but interesting conversation, guys. Thank you for keeping the chat alive. Laura says, not sure what else to expect, though. It's not like they're just twiddling their thumbs. 1 minute, we're like, too many changes and updates, slow down, it's moving too fast. And the next minute, people just want more and more. And, that is people, Laura, and I hear you. Sometimes people just complain for complaining's sake. I'd like to think that I'm not that type of person that is just complaining for nothing. I've been fairly quiet on the complaining front. I've only recently started voicing my opinion. And the only reason I did was because of the comment that the developers at Splinterfest made. They said, guys, if you want us to do something, speak up. And that's what I'm doing. I am speaking. Okay? I want them to start focusing on gameplay things, new player experience. In the short term, right? Just a couple of things. I'm not saying solely focus on that. I'm saying just put major focus on that for a month or maybe 2, and then you can start looking at other things again or spread it out, I'm okay with that.
It's like they got 2 new games coming out, and we still got this one going on here. And let's get a move on.
Well, yeah, as that was a concern for me. If those other games are taking away from my development of this game, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. Right?
And the funny part is both of those games came about because of Splinterlands money, right? So it's like they're
there because of Splinterlands.
Yeah, they're basically just coming out with shit that makes them money right now. Everything they've came out with is making them money. Pack sales, Roonies, Splinterfest tickets, nothing about gameplay, nothing about nothing. Node sales. Now we're gonna be selling shit half off because I need some Christmas money to go on vacation and shit. New game before Christmas.
So there are people who have said that they are becoming cash cows, right? They're treating
Yeah.
us like cash cows,
That's why I
and
said new marketing. I want to see new people put in money before they keep asking for more money. It's like, bro,
yeah,
calm
yeah.
down.
And I hear you. I hear you.
Christmas is about to be here.
I'm not quite of that opinion yet, but there is some warning signs, flashing a little bit. Okay,
and
so
and 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 listen, right? They give incentives on all this new stuff, right? Those incentives come out of thin air, bro. The incentives are coming from SPS that they printed for free, right? So it's
yeah,
like
more
it's
airdrops.
yeah, it's just it's a it's a combo deal.
And I was a little bit of I did vote no against the airdrops for TD packs and for stuff like that, but we were outvoted, sadly. Um, but
Well, I mean,
no,
I get it though. They're gonna be like a whole studio, you know what I mean? They're gonna have a bunch of games. As long as they call them Splinterlands, I'm cool with it. Don't like come out with like like I don't know, Call of Duty 7 or some shit on the blockchain and just have nothing to do with Splinterlands. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as everything is called Splinterlands something 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 in the end, I'm cool with it. Or have it all on the same website where I could just jump from the card game to tower defense to maybe like a Splinterlands Mario Kart or some shit where they got the characters. You know what I mean? Like we have our own abilities. We don't even need their ability. You know what I'm saying? Like we can do our
I hear
own
you.
Mario Kart game. Like we can
Yeah,
get real big with this shit. But as long as everything's called Splinterlands, don't be like naming it some other shit because I'll be disappointed.
sure. Laura says the only real criticism I had is I wish that new player experience and the mobile experience were better. Exactly, and that for me is the key, right? We need new blood, and for that to happen, we need our new player experience to be smoother and better. Let's look at that as a priority right now. Tarab, you did great. We are proud of your performance.
Damn it, Max.
Queen Sylvia got knocked out earlier, it seems. You are the only one left, Max Maka. Good luck. Rooting for you is good. I want to see you face them in finals. Bob Persons, I better call it a night. It's nearly midnight here. See you at the bronze tournament. Good night, Bob. Thanks for joining us. Sorry you got knocked out earlier by Boomburst, but well played, sir. And Junior Smith, bad game for me, says Max Maka. Oh no.
Oh no.
What has happened? Are we in the finals? No, we're not there yet, but we do have some games up. Let's have a look.
We've lost.
Max Maka versus Junior Smith, the no guild man, kicking butt, taking names. Forgotten One versus the Antoid Platoon. Ooh, okay, I'm surprised it went the Antoid Platoon's way here. But here is the kicker, right? The supply runner. That speed is always a difference maker. Keep that in mind, guys. Exploding Rats goes down. No retaliate from the Forgotten One. You know, that looks like my Forgotten One, the one that never retaliates. Damage going down all over, backline starting to crumble. Things are not looking good for the Max Maka side. Finally, we get a retaliate. Better late than never. The question is it going to make a difference? So the disintegrator goes down. Damage increases on Max Maka's side. A miss on the striker costs him dearly. I think that was the difference maker. Had it not been a miss and another miss, right? Finally, a retaliate hits, but it's not enough. It is not enough. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. So back to our second matchup here. We got a Thaddeus versus an Obsidian, Magic versus anti-Magic. our new Rift Watcher Night Ghoul taunting in the front, up versus a Grund, taunt in the back from the slip spawn. Let's go. That force field coming into play, Sandworm doing only 1 damage, difference maker for sure. Taunt goes down in both sides. Ooh, a hard hit from the Shaman. Can you see that? That was a one-hit wonder coming into play there and taking him out with a big shot.
Wow.
Grun's still alive with 1 health. Let's go. Finally dies to the Sandworm, but it's just not enough to get there. And JB, or Junior Smith, takes the win. Well played, sir.
Nice job, bro.
Let's have a look at our second semi-final game here.
So close, Max. Damn it, bro. Demore said if you won too, he was gonna give you a legendary gold foil.
Oh, right. I've got plenty of those hanging around. If I was Lorcus or one of those guys who hands out the prizes, certainly. But yeah, I know some people I could definitely discuss or talk to them, Max Maka. So this is Nashalina versus KDO. The Kalia versus the Obsidian. So a little bit of a third placement on the Demon Shark here. That's an interesting approach. I've never really seen that done. Trample kicking in, taking names. There we go. Kalia and Demon Shark doing things. Kalia versus Kalia this time out. Demon Shark in the front, in both cases. Supply Runner speeding things up on top. Deep Lurker here on the bottom.
Deep Lurker.
The Magi of Chaos going down in our second round. Deep Lurker still doing a little bit of work. Things not looking good for the Nashalina side here. K-Dev gonna take a win here, I believe. Trample getting going. Those Rangers still doing damage. Demon Shark going down, but there is enough left in the tank to get those last health points down. Well played. And then we have our last match here between the two of you. That'll take care of our semifinals. Another Kalia versus Kalia lineup. Catch up on chat, bro. What are the people saying?
Oh, I don't know. I was just checking out the people with the no guilds, bro. Seeing if we were doing some recruiting.
Okay. So slightly different lineup here. We've got a little bit of sustain here from the Murdali Guardian on the top on card bio side.
That's what Rogue did say, bro. That was funny.
Trample getting going. What did he say?
Well, Boomburst was like, so like Rogue always says, if KD02 takes this one, it makes me the second best. Because, you know, Rogue was like, yeah, I'm the second best.
Because he knocked me out, right? He knocked me out. Exactly. So if he takes the win, that makes me second best. Sure, and I can get on board with that. So KDO does indeed take the win. The finals is made up of KDO and Junior Smith. We got 2 games live already. Obsidian versus Kalia. Magic versus
Speed and Shield.
Speed. No, melee, ranged mix-up.
Oh.
Yeah, of course, the speed and shield from Kalia.
I thought you were having trouble.
Magic on the Obsidian side, though, right? So a little bit of range and melee in the mix as well.
Yeah, I mean the
Thorn's doing work.
yeah, I feel like it's an awkward pick for just the one magic monster.
A little bit, but you know, I've also picked Obsidian and played no magic cards, right? Because it's the only Earth Summoner I have. So, you know, sometimes the rule set excludes magic, and I still play Obsidian because it's the only Earth one I have. Maybe it was something along those lines that made him do it.
Made him do it. Forced him
into that position. Although Kalia was available, so I'm not really sure why he went that route. Here we go with Kalia and Thaddeus. One magic on the other side that is going to be affected by the debuff. The melee, the disintegrator, well picked. Lots of melee on the other side, so that one is certainly doing work. Headwinds as well, taking away some damage from the Axe Master. Nice play there, Junior. Axe Master doing work. I'm surprised that this is the first time we're seeing Axe Master, right?
Yeah, that's usually a staple. That's usually in every lineup.
It seems like it wasn't needed today. People just didn't bring the Axe Master. Too much left on KDO's side. Team starting to crumble for Junior.
Oh no.
And that's it.
No.
That's it. We got one game left. Well, one game that's ready to watch. Tarsa versus Tarsa. Fire versus Fire. Very similar lineup. Again, with a supply runner on top, speeding things up. Tinderlock on both sides. Sandworm, Tenny Striker, Radiated Brute versus the Phineas.
Yeah, the supply runner just makes this like it's over. Top guy wins all day.
I think the speed is going to be the difference maker, right? We've seen that time and again. That speed from the supply runner is invaluable. Your team just gets those hits in before the other guy, and it makes a big, big difference.
Especially it's because it's like almost sort of. I mean, yeah, it's just too fast. Look at that, just shredding, dude.
Speed still is the king in this game right now. You want to be the guy that hits first. There she blows. That'll bring us to the end. Well played, KDO. You are... No, we're going to another match, right? So
it's a best of 5. It's a best of 5.
Is a best of 5. You're right. You're right. There is one more to determine our official winner here. We've got an Obsidian versus Obsidian lineup. Zenith Monk versus the Hill Giant. Oh, and there is a secondary. Oh, they've just switched positions, right?
They swapped. Wow.
They swapped. The rest is identical. Do you see that? Exactly the same lineup.
That's crazy.
Only the 2 tanks have been swapped around. So let's see what is going to make the difference here. Hill Giant goes down. Zenith Monk comes into place. The scatter shot from the acid shooter randomly taking out people.
Yeah, I guess that was really the only difference then, right? Whichever scatter shot hit what.
The one scatter shot hit a more important target or a more vulnerable target, and took out that damage. I think that is what made the difference in the end. Although, yeah, Junior Smith takes the win, so that will make us tied, right? No, the winner is officially KDO. Oh, there is a fifth game. There is a fifth game. I thought it was. I thought it was a 2-2.
Imagine this being like some huge tournament. Damore's up there casting, and he's just like, "Oh well, that's it, lads." And then game's over, and then he finds out there's
Mistakes were made. I'm still a noob at this. I'm not going to claim to be a professional soundcaster. I'm certainly not.
And this is why we have the morning show, boys. And this is another reason why we have.
Hopefully, the crowd can forgive me for my mistakes. So we're Fire Tarso versus Thaddeus Brood. Misses coming into play. More misses.
Oh, J.R. Smith's in the chat, bro. You looking for a guild, man?
Well, join our Discord and start talking to people. KDO does take the final win with Tarsa. Congratulations to our participants.
Yeah, Matt, this is the last time we're gonna do this, Demore. Check your streamer options on the settings, bro, so we don't see the little winner pop up every time you click on the battle.
We've tried that, and it doesn't really work very well. Okay, it doesn't show very smoothly how things are progressing. Perhaps they've done some updates on that, and we can try it again. It didn't work out very well when used in the past. But
I had no idea. My bad.
So guys, for those of you who are winners of the Chaos Legion packs, our top 2 players, please join our Discord in order to claim your packs. I will not be sending them out straight away.
Yeah, you'll have to wait 3 weeks, send in a submission form, do 2 backflips, a couple push-ups, and then you will get your packs if Demore then feels like it.
There is no such torture. He is a liar. That is not the truth. But there will be, a couple of, maybe a day or 2 delay before you receive it. It isn't sent out immediately. The Discord is in the so if you look at the tournament, at the details, you'll see that there's a link here to our Discord. Just click on that and you can join us. All right, guys, I did indeed spoil it, Boomburst. The spoiler, such a bad shoutcaster. I need some more practice. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining us today. It has been a really short one, I think, because we only had 54 players in the mix. So it was a little bit of a shorter stream, only 1 hour. If you guys want to hang around and talk some more Splinterlands, I'm happy to do so. If you've got some questions or things that you want to bring up. It is a pleasure, AutoAcer. It's always great to have you guys here and participating. Kalia certainly is a very strong summoner, right? Probably the favorite at the moment. Most often pick, looking at tournament matches, probably about 80% of the time you see a Kalia versus, the other options available in Chaos Legion and Rift Watchers, right? Because it's a Rift Watchers stream tournament as well. You are able to play with the Rift Watcher summoners as well. Don't forget about them. My pleasure, Tarab. All right, guys, I think we're going to call it there. It has been awesome. Thank you for coming. There is another weekend challenge later today, or
Don't worry about them. Don't worry about that show.
don't worry about that show. Let's not advertise for them. There's only this one. Only come to this weekend challenge. This is the best one. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. Thank you very much. It's been awesome. The more, the merrier. Legacy, have you got anything else for us to sign off on?
No, we should end it there, dude. The more the merrier. You ruined it.
Let's go. Cheers, guys.